Well, we start with Trey Yanks. He's live in southern Israel. Trey.
Arthel, good afternoon. You can hear Israeli jets overhead. They continue to strike targets along the Gaza Strip tonight. Israeli artillery units also active along the border. Earlier today, we watched as the Israeli forces were operating inside the Strip with tanks and APCs. Take a look. As fighter jets roar overhead, you can see Israeli forces operating inside the Gaza Strip. The Israelis are working at this hour to soften their target from the ground and from the sky. The level of destruction inside Gaza is significant. The neighborhood behind me completely destroyed. You can see the mosques and buildings inside Gaza reduced to rubble as Israel continues their ground and air campaign against Hamas. The Israelis did release some video of their operations on the eastern and western side of the Gaza Strip. They are just pushing in still what is being referred to as a raid, though we do anticipate those forces to stay the night in Gaza as they continue to push deeper into the territory and destroy more tunnels. With the airstrikes that you see here, they've been pounding one specific location over and over again, trying to destroy some of those tunnels with bunker buster bombs. New drone video today from inside Gaza shows the aftermath of those Israeli strikes, more than 450 of them over the past 24 hours, according to the Israeli military. You can see the extensive destruction across the northern part of the Strip. This comes as we are getting some new video showing Palestinians in Gaza raiding a UN warehouse, trying to get any sort of food or supplies that they can. The humanitarian situation in Gaza continues to deteriorate as calls for more aid to enter the Strip continue. Now, the Palestinian Red Crescent says 24 aid trucks were able to make it through Egypt's Rafah crossing today. But many activists in Gaza say this is not enough. They are calling for more support to the Palestinian people, many living in tent cities outside of the second largest city of Khan Yunis and waiting for that desperately needed aid to enter Gaza. You hear there more of that outgoing artillery. Eric, Arthel.
Yeah. Do you get the impression, Trey, that it's getting more active there in terms of military fire, IDF fire, and also when you're there, as we know, when you're in person, it seems worse than it is as we can see it on television. How is it when you're there, and how is it seeing people fending for just food and basic needs?
In terms of the situation along the border, the number of strikes and the artillery activity is actually reduced tonight compared to the previous two nights. This could be an indication that the Israelis wanted to enter with some shock and awe to Hamas fighters, though we still understand that a group of militants came out of a tunnel today and directly engaged those Israeli forces that are operating inside the Gaza Strip. In terms of the information that we're getting from Gaza, I've been texting with Palestinian civilians who did heed those warnings to head south, but they say they are worried about the days to come and have questions about how Palestinians will be able to live in Gaza after this war with so much damage done to the Strip.